What's up, guys? Welcome to my first YouTube video. I apologize if the quality is kind of because I'm still working on trying to find out what's the best for quality for videos. I know the quality goes down after you upload it so many times and all that. Got the truck clean for the weekend, and of course we had to make a Baumgars trip because somebody needed a treat, and I wasn't going to take my truck. I'm going to just clean it. So we took the wife's, and that's exactly why I don't take my car, of course. So I keep her car clean too sometimes. So what I'm going to do on this YouTube channel, I'm going to try to do a lot of car things. I'm a big car enthusiast. I've got a Vette and I've got a truck lifted pretty high. It'd be fun in the winter and do some stuff for videos in the snow. So a quick rundown. I've had the Corvette for almost 2 years. I've always wanted to do like a heads and cam package on it, and that's exactly what I did. I sent the heads out to some California that fixed all the valves and the issues that they have from factory, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. And of course I got my favorite YouTuber's cam that they recommend. It's a shop over in Delaware. I've dug deep into other heads and cam packages too from other vendors, but I don't know, I've just seen so many YouTube videos from this Race Proven Motorsports. I've been watching them since like 2017, and I have to buy it. I mean, it's the only package that I know that works. So I bought their cam. Like I said, I got the heads all fixed and ready to go. I bought Cook's headers. Come to find out, the Corvette world is way different than the F-body world. I'm used to like 98 to 02 F-bodies, Camaros, Trans Ams. You can buy a whole exhaust from the motor all the way back to the car for like 500 bucks. Said and done, bolts right up, done. Well, when I started shopping for the headers, the X-pipe, the axle back exhaust for the Corvette, I mean, it's insane. Just the headers alone cost 3 times as much as the whole exhaust would be on my Trans Am or my Camaro or whatever. It was just insane. I didn't know what I was getting myself into when it comes to price. I guess Corvette's got a tag on it, kind of like Mercedes or Gucci or whatever. So not only that, it takes 6 to 8 weeks to have them even make the headers and the X-pipe, and then another 6 weeks to ship it. Yeah, super long shipping time. Takes a while to make them because they don't just have them on the shelf, evidently, which is fine. I'm never in a hurry to rush something that I've wanted so long. I've wanted this car for so long. I like to say it is the last Corvette ever made that never gave you, from factory, it didn't give you an old man option. No convertible. And they didn't give you like a small engine option where, if you don't really care about performance, you can have this great gas mileage Corvette. No, they gave you a 7-liter motor, a 6-speed, no automatic option, and then only hardtop. Like, this thing came out of factory almost like a race car. It's great. I've always wanted one. There's always like the base model. I had a base model years ago, and it was the closest thing I've ever had to my dream car, and it was great. But I can't remember why I didn't. Oh, it was an automatic. I mean, I wasn't ready to get into that world yet. I wanted to go back to my Trans Am Camaro days. So then I went back to a Camaro. And then you know what? I got tired of it. I just said I gotta just sell everything and go after my dream car. I just never was satisfied with having the base model of my dream car, and I wasn't satisfied having my realistic dream car from 10 years ago. It was an 02 Trans Am WS6, and I went and bought it. But I mean, those things they're not very expensive these days. They're kind of outdated, and I don't know. I still love that car, but I kind of piqued my interest of what I was able to do on my budget and power range on those cars, and they're fun to build because they're so cheap to build. and they're so easy to build. Where this car is going to be a challenge, and even though I'm not going to do anything crazy to this Corvette, it's going to be fun to build because, I mean, it's my dream car. I mean, you could offer me anything in the world, any other car, no matter what it was, I wouldn't take it over this car. And it sounds pretty ridiculous because my car is it's not a Bugatti or a Lamborghini or anything. But you know what? If I had a Lamborghini or my car, I'd sell the Lambo and I'd buy 10 of these cars. Like, that's how much I love these cars. So anyways, it was the only black C6 Z06 available in the time that I was able to finally purchase it. It was the only one available within like 1,000 miles of me in my price range. You know, I had to be bone stock. I didn't want a super beat up one that's already been modified. I like to buy my things completely untouched. Just let me ruin the car. I don't want to drive something else that someone else has ruined already or built and took all the fun out of it. So, and sometimes I swear I have more fun building the car than driving the car. I mean, I'll sit there and just stare at the car. Like, I really don't have that much fun driving them. I have more fun building them. My truck will be a fun toy. I don't know why I ruined my truck. I bought a nice, clean 2015 3/4 ton to 2500 HD. It's just a gasser. I would love to have the diesel, but I could just say, oh, you know what? I don't need a diesel. I don't pull it enough. No, I just straight up couldn't afford a diesel. I mean, it's just the truth. I would love a diesel, but I'd have to get rid of the car and everything I own to buy a diesel truck. It's just not how it goes. So I bought this 2015 Silverado 3/4 ton. It is like my absolute dream truck other than not having a diesel engine. Whatever. And then I just absolutely ruined this truck. And when I say ruined, I made it into a toy. It gets unbelievably awful gas mileage because of what I've done to it. But you know what? When I take it to work in the snow, it is a blast. It's an 8-inch lift on 38-inch tires, and they're 15.5 wide, and the wheels are only 20 inches. So I mean, it's all tire. I don't know. I'll try to make some videos on the truck too. I'm not a huge truck guy, but I've always believed in, if you're a true car guy and you like to build fast cars or own a fast car or whatever, I truly believe that if you're really into the car scene, you have to have a truck or a 4-wheel drive. And I think having a tow rig is important too. I mean, if you ever break down, if you take your car to a track or you take it to the dyno or something and something happens, you can at least trailer it home. It's just a responsible thing that every car guy should have. And I don't know, that's just my opinion. I did take my first sports car that I built. It was not my first sports car, but my first LS car was a 02 Trans Am, like I was talking about earlier. I did a heads cam to that, and I drove it untuned for like 3 hours all the way. I don't know if it was Cedar Rapids, like 3 hours east, and I had very little knowledge to how harmful that was to the motor by just driving it with all these modifications done to it. When you do a modification to a car, to the engine at least, I mean, you got to get it tuned. You can't just go cruising around in it. And I wasn't destructive with it. I kind of knew that it was bad for it, but I didn't have a 4-wheel drive. I didn't have a truck or anything to pull it to the dyno or nothing. I drove it 3 hours straight. He tuned it on the dyno. Thankfully, nothing happened. I mean, this was like 10 years ago. But so once I get the exhaust system in the mail, you know, I'm gonna install that, and then I will set up a day that I can get it tuned. I bring all my stuff to Excessive Auto Sports in Sioux Falls. They've done my last 2 or 3 projects, and they're great. They have race cars that they tune all day. They build cars all day. They're awesome. And so I'm thinking it'll make like, I'm gonna lowball this because I don't want to say it's gonna make like 560, 570, something like that, and then just be disappointed when it only makes 520. So I'm gonna guess that it makes like 530. The plan is to finish the Corvette, bring it to Sioux Falls, get it tuned. So that's the plan on the channel. That's the goal anyways. So look forward to future content with the Corvette, the truck. I've got something else, like I said, I've got something else cooking up. I'm going to go purchase here in a couple weeks. And I will see you guys in the next video. It'd be greatly appreciated if you hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content, and I'll see you guys later.